Up next on Lion TV, we have Jacob Osborne with your local and national sports news, Rebecca Collins with an old package about mental health days,
and me, Ashley Coker, here with your weather. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Good morning, people of Searcy High School. I'm Jordan Benight.
and that makes me Drew Thurman, so let's get right into those announcements.
Searcy High School will be hosting an Around the World Gala for the junior and senior classes on Saturday, April 24th, with a variety of activities. Be ready to walk the red carpet and be showcased in your prom attire. We will enjoy games, prizes, food, and more. Join us for a journey around the world in 2021 for an evening you won't forget.
Tryouts for the 2021-2022 SHS Lion and Lady Lion golf teams will be Monday, May 17th. Any student entering 9th through 12th grade that wishes to try out must email Coach Turney in his email to sign up and obtain information about tryouts.
Searcy School District Board of Directors is very pleased to announce the hiring of Dr. Bobby Hart as Searcy School District Superintendent, effective July 1st, 2021, during a special called school board meeting last week. He will replace Superintendent Diane Barrett following her retirement after a 45-year career in education.
Sharon Cohen, a matchless reporter who told American stories with great skill and compassion over more than 4 decades at the Associated Press, died Monday at her Chicago home. She was 68. After her death, more than a year after she was diagnosed with brain cancer, Cohen was a national writer, a prestigious position she had held for 20 years. From her base in Chicago, she unreeled an array of stories about the triumphs and tragedies of people both ordinary and extraordinary. She will certainly be missed.
The trial against Derek Chauvin, the officer charged with manslaughter in the George Floyd case, continues its second week. While the first week was emotional and had many witness reports, the second week promises to be mostly scientific. They are trying to find the root cause of Floyd's death. The emergency room doctor who pronounced George Floyd dead after trying to resuscitate him testified Monday that Floyd's heart had stopped when he arrived. The officer is accused of pinning his knee on the 46-year-old man's neck for 9 minutes, 29 seconds, as Floyd lay face down in handcuffs outside a corner market. Prosecutors in the second week of the trial are also expecting to zero in on the officer's training in the use of force.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said Sunday that crews are working to prevent the collapse of a large wastewater pond in the Tampa Bay area while evacuating the area to avoid a catastrophic flood. Manatee County officials say the latest model shows that a breach at the old phosphate plant reservoir has the potential to gush out 340 million gallons of water in a matter of minutes, risking a 20-foot high wall of water. Authorities have closed off portions of the U.S. Highway 41 and ordered evacuations of 316 homes. Now we have an informative package over the non-renewal of a tax that could affect the lives of everyone in Searcy.
Late last month, the citizens of Searcy voted on making the city's 1-cent sales tax a permanent fixture in the town's budget. This resulted in the Searcy citizens voting down the continuation of the tax.
The possibility we might have to meet more often. To pay for the city needs, the streets, the police cars, the fire trucks, those sort of things.
April Butler, a concerned citizen, is wary of the implications of not continuing the tax.
It will lower Searcy's operating budget by about $6 million. And so it sunsets, I think, June, July. So after that, then the operating budget will have to be slashed about $6 million.
The 1-cent sales tax served to provide Searcy with the many resources needed. Without the continuation of the tax, some services will have to be cut.
People ask me all the time, what are you going to cut? Are you going to cut police? Are you going to cut fire? Everything is on the table. I promise you, everything's going to take a hit.
Some citizens feel there isn't enough information. Many had no idea what the 1-cent sales tax was or what it meant.
The dissemination of information to the public is what's difficult. If you don't take the paper or you're not on Facebook and like the city page, it is kind of difficult to know what's going on.
The ones that say they can't get the information are completely wrong. Just like when we were doing the town hall meetings for the sales tax. We had 8 town hall meetings. One night we had 20 show up. We ended up having to cancel 4 of them because no one showed up. So the people that want the information, it's there. They can go online and get it. They can call City Hall and get it. They can check with their alderman and get it. I mean, there's numerous ways to get that information.
Whether for or against the tax, Searcy citizens are encouraged to attend city council meetings, citizen focus groups, and more. It's important to stay informed in all that is happening in your local government. Now, back to you at the news desk.
I really hope people have learned from this and will make their choices accordingly.
Definitely.
I wonder what the weather will be like this week.
Let's find out from Ashley Coker, who will bring all the updates this week. Take it away, Ash.
Good morning, Searcy. Hi, I'm Ashley Coker here with your weather. Today is April 7th and the high will be 72 with a 98% chance of rain. The winds are headed south at 16 miles per hour. The humidity is at 75% and your sun rose at 6:45 p.m. On to tonight. Tonight you'll have a low of 48 with a 53% chance of rain. Winds are headed west-southwest at 12 miles per hour. The humidity is at 53% and the sun will set at 7:33 p.m. On to the almanac. So the high of the last 7 days have been at 77 and the low of 31. The monthly average of precipitation is 4.96 and we have gotten no rain this month. On to the 5cast. So Thursday you'll have a high of 74 with a low of 50. It's going to be sunny. Friday it's going to be partly cloudy with a rain percent chance at 41%. And Saturday it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 72 and a low of 46. Sunday it'll be sunny with a high of 78 and a 12% chance of rain. And Monday it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 75 and a low of 51 and a 24% chance of rain. Looks like we're going to have pretty good weather this week. Back to the news desk.
I'm hungry. We should see what's for lunch.
For lunch today we'll be having personal cheese pizza, green salad, salad dressing variety, glazed carrots, fruit cocktail, M&M cookie, red delicious apple, and milk.
Be sure to thank our lovely lunch ladies for all the hard work that goes into preparing our tasteful meals.
I sure will.
Sometimes it's hard to go out and do things for some students.
That's right. For some teens, depression plays a part in their daily lives. Becca Collins, in a story she shot last school year, dives into the topic of mental health days.
Mental health is a popular topic these days. I and so many of my fellow students wish we could just catch a break. Having mental health days could be a great way to improve our mental health and improve our schoolwork and grades.
I think that we've learned that mental health is at least as important, if not more important than physical health, that they go hand in hand. And so I think that definitely a mental health day should count just like if you're sick for any other reason. You know, if your brain and emotional system is worn out, then you need time to recover from that.
A lot of students don't feel allowed to stay home due to the stigma around poor mental health.
I think that if people were able to stay home when they needed to stay home, that it would be better for all of us, that students could probably concentrate better. I know students come to school exhausted and worn down and stressed out, and they carry a heavy burden these days because of a lot of the responsibilities that they have with school and extracurriculars and work. And so if we were able to give ourselves permission to take that rest when we needed to, then I think that would benefit everybody.
I think mental health days would help students because instead of having to use their sick days and then come to school sick, they can use their mental health days, especially because most students don't think that school is a place where they can talk and where they feel comfortable.
Mr. Hodges doesn't think it's the schoolwork that causes stress. He thinks school can actually help if given the proper tools.
The things we deal with in the office that are stress related or mentally related typically come from friendships. It comes from having drama in their life. It comes from home life. Sometimes there's some things going on at home that's less than positive. School can add to that, or it can be the savior for that. It just depends how we, as the teachers and administrators, how we recognize that child and we address them.
There's a new movement starting to help better students' mental health. Ms. Jones goes into a little bit more depth on this.
Social emotional learning is actually a big new movement in schools these days. So it's kind of what we tried to accomplish with Heartbridge last year, is to have an environment where we teach kids coping strategies. We teach kids about the importance of their mental health. And I've heard that that's being incorporated more and more now, even through younger grades, that students are learning relaxation techniques and ways to calm themselves down when they get anxious. And I think think those kind of skills, are important. We all need to take a deep breath every now and again. So I think it's vital for us to incorporate some things like that in school.
I think schools can fight back against depression and anxiety by adding mental health days and having more people here that students can talk to and that they feel comfortable talking to and that will actually do something about the problem.
I hope that our staff recognizes this ongoing problem here at our school and will do something to combat this.
Thanks for that information, Becca.
Now let's see the latest sports news Jacob has for us.
Good morning, Searcy High School. I'm Jacob Osborne with your sports updates. In local sports, your Searcy Lions soccer team played Nettleton. The boys won with a score of 2-0, leaving them with a conference standing of 2-2, and the girls won with a score of 13-0, leaving them with a conference standing of 4-0. They will be playing Paragould this Friday at 5 p.m. If you have the time, go support our Lions either in person or by hopping on the next Lion TV live stream on April 12th against West Memphis. Your varsity softball and baseball teams both have a conference standing of 2-2. In national sports, LeBron James will be starring in Space Jam: A New Legacy. As he is one of the most famous NBA players today, the pick for who would replace Michael Jordan was clear. In college sports, Baylor made a mockery of the first Final Four game, stifling Houston for a chance at the program's first national title. Then Gonzaga made miracles happen, winning on one of the greatest shots in NCAA tournament history. The showdown between Baylor and Gonzaga that was called off in December because of the coronavirus pandemic was finally played this Monday night. The wait was worth it. The Bears beat Gonzaga with a final score of 86-70. Well, Searcy, that's all I have for you today. Let's snip back to the anchors.
Thanks for those updates, Jacob.
Well, that wraps up today's episode of Lion TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Searcy High Lion TV.
And to follow us on Twitter at Lion TV, Instagram at Searcy Lion TV, and on Facebook at Searcy High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Jordan Benight.
And I'm Drew Thurman. See you next time, Searcy.